Well, Keefe D.
I thought about him in the car. I was here and wondering if we was going to bring him up.
Still in jail. And recently, he had a court date where he said that he was assaulted by the jail guards. Now, here's what I heard the situation was about. This is inside information.
Okay.
He's an older man. He's in his 60s.
Yes.
And when you have jail beds, you have one thin mattress.
Yeah.
But sometimes you could get an extra mattress and you could double it up.
Yes. Yes, I've seen that.
So he had doubled up his mattress.
Yes.
Most times, the jail would just look the other way and not care.
Okay.
But I guess some of the jail guards were like, well, this is not allowed. We need to get rid of this other mattress. And he started to get angry, and a physical situation occurred where he got beat up by the jail guard.
Right.
And now he's saying that he was set up or something, but that's what I heard the situation is about.
Yeah, the thing about I've been in that jail too, by the way, in
Vegas.
In Vegas, yeah, and all I want to tell the world is once you get locked up, you have no rights.
Right.
It's not Ritz-Carlton.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about you.
Right.
Just don't go, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, what most of y'all think it's a game until you hear that cell close up on your ass at night. I remember being in LA County. It must have been, it was only 4 beds. It was like maybe 8 of prisoners in that cell. So we couldn't sleep on the floor because late at night, you could hear the rats going through the tunnel like an army. So me and this guy had to sleep on the top. He slept face up that way. I slept that way.
Oh, you guys had to share a bed?
Had to share a bed.
Yo, a grown man.
Yes, sir.
Sharing a bed with another grown man.
Because there's that many rats, man. It was that bad. I'm talking about like an army, Vlad. An army. It was that many. So if you slept on that floor, you could have woke up dead.
Wow.
It was that bad.
Yeah.
So I tell people, then they used to wake you up in the middle of the night, the COs, and take you to the top of the roof. 2 o'clock in the morning.
To do what?
Just to do count, or they just do that to disrupt and fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know, got you sitting on top of the roof, you folding your arms and shit, you know. Some fucked up shit, man. And if you're not mentally tough, you could really lose it.
Yeah, I remember.
Or they don't do their job.
Yeah.
You sitting there, you know you next. The motherfucker go take a break. 2 hours of shit. You sitting there trying to get shit done.
Yeah. I remember I interviewed Terrence Gangster Williams recently. And, you know, he's said on camera that he killed 40 people.
Mm-hmm.
And he says that every so often he'll start thinking about somebody that did him dirty. And he's like, man, I should kill that guy. But then like that turns into like 5 other people that have something to do with the situation or whatever else. And he has to check himself and he says, well, if I do that, they got a place for me. And those words have always echoed since I heard that. They got a place for you.
Yes.
You could do whatever you want. There is nothing stopping you from doing whatever you want. You could kill whoever you want, stab, shoot, run over, sell drugs, beat up your baby mother, you know, stab your kids, whatever the hell you want to do, you could do it. And they have a place for you. It's reserved.
Yes.
It's reserved for you. There's a bed. There's meals.
Yes, sir.
It's right there waiting for you.
They got a place for you.
They got a place for you.
I've been saying that for years. And
they got a place for you.
Act up if you want to.
Yeah.
Don't roll your window down if you don't want to.
Right. Tariq Hill. You know, when he got arrested,
yes,
he got locked up.
He got locked up.
I'm sure it wasn't for a long time.
Right.
But it's better to be
They
sitting near
not
McLaren
playing.
going to go to the game as opposed to sitting in a dirty jail cell.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And now here's what's interesting. Well, he was supposed to be bailed out. WAC 100 was putting up his bail.
Yes.
But I remember on my show, he talked about this. He
Yeah.
actually volunteered the information. It's not like I purposely brought it up. He said, yeah, I'm going to bail out Keefe. We're going to do some content. We're going to shoot like a series on him and so forth. And that interview was played during the bail hearing in court. And they didn't block it, but they kind of delayed the whole situation. So, because it's not really illegal. Right now, Keefe D hasn't been proven guilty.
Right.
So you could do whatever videos or whatever you want.
I agree.
This is not the Son of Sam law of profiting from your crimes or whatever else. So it's a weird situation, but I brought Wack in afterwards and he was like, he wasn't mad at me. He was like, hey, I brought it up. I didn't think they were going to do this, but we got to deal with it and so forth. But he's still locked up. And I believe he has cancer. And I believe he talked about that, about how he's not really been given the proper care and so forth. You're not going to get the same doctors in the jail that you are in the real world. So, I mean, it's a sad situation. I don't want to see him go to jail. That wasn't my intention when I interviewed him.
Yeah, God bless him, man. Again, I take everybody's situation when I hear it and I say, I wish that person well, but God, thank God it's not me.